this.
I
it's
know.
like we're at the Golden Globes.
Truly, huh?
You got some Golden Globes going on there.
Yeah, you like them?
What did you do down in Palm Springs?
Went up a cup size.
Maybe that's why you weren't dressed up very well for the last episode.
That's right, I was healing.
Wow.
The swelling has finally gone
Wow,
down.
girl, those are big.
Yeah, you like them?
What are those, like a triple E?
They're as big as your head.
Yeah, they kind of are.
You want to start the episode?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
All right, bye.
If you like your tea with a side of shade, just sit right back, cause you've got it made. These girls are here to gab and tish, and they do it all with a sassy swish. Always dusted, never busted, it's true, don't you know? Always dusted, never busted, it's the Punch and Judy Show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Here we are, another thing with her.
You are looking very good.
You are telling me I look good?
I'm telling you, listen, after the last episode, it wasn't much of an improvement to be a vast improvement.
That's true.
You look pretty rough.
Hey, you know, I was going through it a little bit.
Apparently.
Yeah, I kind of had a rough week getting off that plane.
Yeah,
you know?
and then tried to pass it off like you were Elton John.
Well, I
like he
was.
looks that bad in real life.
Ah, well, maybe now.
No, he
No.
looks pretty good. Listen, I think he looks
great.
pretty good.
He looks excellent.
Yeah, he's from my generation.
I
you
can
know.
tell. You've got the same face. You know.
Well, at least we got a
aged.
face.
What do you mean? At least you've got a face.
Yeah.
Do I not have a face?
Well, you know,
What is this?
it looks like everybody else's face.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
See
all
these
that
eyebrows?
work you've had done.
See these eyebrows?
Yeah, I see them.
Nobody's got these eyebrows.
Thank God. Nobody wants those eyebrows.
Well, I do.
I think you got them at the bargain bin at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, bitch. These eyebrows are going to make me very famous.
Are they?
I call them my stock market crash. They go up, 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 and then crash.
You know, actually, I kind of like them.
You know, it's
I
one of
mean,
those things.
I like your little style. I mean, I'm feeling really. You know, it's your birthday.
I
coming
know.
up.
Am
And
I dying?
I've decided to be really for your birthday.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to make a note of this.
Yeah.
For your birthday this week, I'm going to try and be nice. Now it's going to be hard.
Okay.
I'm not gonna admit that I may make a mistake and I may be horrible at some point to you.
Okay.
Not that she doesn't deserve it.
No.
But I'm gonna try to be nice.
You're going to try. Really hard.
I'm gonna try. I don't know how hard I'm gonna
So
try.
I think the best thing that we can do at this point is to just have you not talk. Because if you talk, inevitably something mean will be said about me. So I think the best course of action here is if you just sit there silent as a statue, do your best to look pretty. I know it's hard for you, but and just stand there and wait.
I have never heard a bigger crock of bullshit come out of your mouth.
Just stand there.
That is not what a podcast is. I mean, people tune in to see me.
Yeah, but if you're really trying to be nice, I think the best thing.
No. I'm not trying to be that nice. Whew.
Well,
I'm
I like
just going to be, generous, not necessarily nice.
Well, I like what you're wearing too.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's very nice. It's
Yeah, so
gold.
this old thing.
It's gold. It's gold. It's gold. It's gold. It's solid
it was
gold.
funny that you showed up in your own little
Yeah, we didn't plan this at all.
gold get-up. It's
In
kind
fact, we don't usually plan our outfits.
No, we don't usually.
Sometimes we do, but very rarely do we, because I would never want to talk to her outside of this room.
Well, we have a strictly don't talk to each other except on camera.
Right, because at this point, if we talk, we lose hours of content, which I'm sure all of you would be so disappointed about. I mean, for all we know, we could be sitting at the breakfast table and some hilarious hijinks would ensue.
Well,
and then what would we talk about on the podcast? Nothing.
And so we avoid each other at the breakfast. Well,
It's very
literally,
easy.
we avoid each other at the house.
At all costs, we avoid each other. I don't want to see her. I don't want to smell her.
Better. It's
I don't
better
want to
that we
look
don't.
at her.
Speaking of smell, you're a little whiffy lately. What's going on?
A little whiffy?
Yeah, a little whiffy.
What do you mean?
Have you been washing your bra? Or?
I have, well, these new tits, they must be so sweaty.
Anyways, yeah, I only have to put up with this for an hour, so
Oh my God.
I'll deal with it.
You'll deal with it. Well, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Well, should we
now, what are you, 38, 39?
I'm going to be 32.
Oh. Ha! I was talking about your breast size.
Oh, well, these are
40 double Ds,
40
I
double
think.
Ds.
Well, that plastic surgeon must have got carried away.
Oh, he had a good time with me.
Yeah, listen, I'm really excited for you to have a birthday. You know, it's nice to see you growing older. You're getting closer to my age.
Well, 1 year less that you have to deal with me until I die.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if you'll get any wiser.
Probably not.
I don't
I'm a dumb
think so.
bitch. I drink the dumb bitch juice on a daily basis.
Oh, I do. Listen.
What?
That is not true.
You don't think so?
You came this way.
No, I came that way.
You didn't have to drink any dumb juice to get the way you
No,
are.
it's true.
No,
It's
that's
true.
That's real true.
Well, Ruby.
Yeah?
Shall we go into our favorite things of the week?
Do you have any favorite things?
I do, actually.
Or is it all about you and
Well,
your
you'll
birthday?
just have to wait and see.
Oh, my Lord. Well, okay.
Here we go.
Ready? Favorite things.
Favorite, lots of things to do and see. Favorite, all the things we love.
Well, back to favorite things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that's going to be all about you. You're your
Yeah.
favorite thing, aren't you?
Well, this week I kind of am. My favorite thing is going to be my birthday.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, well, my birthday
Emphasis on thing.
My birthday was yesterday,
Uh-huh.
January 16th,
Uh-huh.
and I had a lovely time.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to know what I did?
Not
Are you
really.
going to ask me what I did for my birthday?
Probably
Are you
not.
going to ask me what I got for my birthday?
No.
Are you going to ask me what I wore on my birthday, where I went, what my birthday dinner was?
No, I'm not going to do that.
You're not
because
even-
I'm going to hear about it anyways, whether I ask for it or not.
Well, yeah, so you should
It's kind of like, it's kind of like getting a virus. You may not ask for it, but you're going to get it.
Oh my God, I'm a virus?
Well,
Good,
you
I
know.
want to infect the whole world with my joy and beauty and laughter.
Wow. The delusion. The delusion. That's all I can say. All right, go on.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
No, pretend to be interested. Say, Louvel, what did you do? You said you were going to be nice to me, so act interested. So ask me.
I feel like I'm on The Price is Right.
No,
where
come
they,
on,
where
ask
they
me.
ask that lady, they
Ask
ask
me.
the lady, do I have at least one number right?
No, you didn't.
Do I have at least two numbers right?
Come on. Ask me.
Are you really going to make me do
Yep.
this?
You said you were gonna be nice. No, this is all I've got in this world. You said I'm gonna be nice, and you said you're gonna be nice to me. So you're gonna ask me. Say, Louvel, what did you do for your birthday? I bet it was so much fun.
Yeah. All right.
The world is waiting.
This is a real acting challenge, I feel like I'm on RuPaul's Drag Race on one of the acting challenges.
I'm waiting.
All right, here we go. Louvel,
Yes.
so, how was your birthday?
Oh my God, Ruby, it's so nice of you to ask.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
guess what? I had a lovely, lovely birthday.
Oh, God.
It's sort of in a two-parter. As you know, the first part was going on my little trip. I won't talk about that again because you all got an earful last week. This week, have you ever been to this delicious Mediterranean place called Homer in Beacon Hill?
I have not.
It's so good. I'm all about the Mediterranean food right now. It's healthy. It's delicious. It's that the Mediterranean diet that helps you live to 100 years. That's what I'm kind of going for. I want to live for 100 years. It was so delicious. We had kebabs, and they do this. Oh my God!
I'm pretty sure you've had a lot of bobs.
And a lot of cuss too. Well, no, meat on a stick. You
Are
can't
we really
go
going to
wrong.
have to put up with you for 100 years?
I hope so.
Oh, God.
Or by that point, who knows what kind of magic they'll be able to do with life extensions and
Yeah.
digitizing consciousness.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to get. I'll kind of be. Oh.
I'm going to live forever
You know what we're going to
anyways.
do?
What?
At that point in time, technology will be so sophisticated that we'll be able to upload my personality into your body.
Oh, God, what a terrible thing.
I think it'd be perfect.
Oh, no.
We'd sort of become one.
Oh, God.
As some great homunculus.
No,
of,
not that. Ah! Jesus Christ.
I think it'd be a great idea.
I didn't know this was going to be an episode about horror.
It's like Black Mirror, right?
Wow.
Well,
It's like single white female.
white female.
Yeah, that's probably something you don't remember. I've noticed, now something I noticed when I was, reviewing the episode this week, is that you really don't know a whole lot past a certain date.
That's not true.
Your gay history is pretty bad.
No, it's not.
You didn't know that American Gigolo was,
Well, that's not really an interesting movie.
You didn't know much about, making love or cruising or...
I
you're
know
just
about cruising.
Anything past,
No,
Brokeback Mountain.
first of all, I know
you
all about...
You do not know your history.
I know all about
No,
cruising.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
No?
Yes.
No?
I know.
Who was in it?
Oh, the movie.
Yes.
I'm talking about actual cruising.
Well, I was...
You were the originator.
I was the originator.
You coined the term.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Cruising was the movie with Robert De Niro, and he went undercover in a gay bar, right? Like a leather bar,
Wasn't
right?
it Al Pacino?
Well, it was one of the Italian
it was
actors.
either the Pacino or the
De Niro.
De Niro.
It was one of the Italian actors.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you 1 point.
Okay.
1 point for that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I knew about The Gay Pretenders, which you did not know about, which is like a movie.
I did know about it.
But you didn't know. You've
I
never
didn't
seen
know all
the
the
movie.
details.
You didn't know the movie. I bet I know more about gay history than you.
I bet you don't.
I bet I do.
I bet you don't.
I bet I do.
Because I actually lived through it.
Well, yeah, your history. Get out of here.
I mean, I was there when Anita Bryant got a pie in the face.
Oh my God, she died. You know what? That's going to be my actual favorite thing this week.
Mine too.
Anita Bryant bit the big one. Goodbye.
I'll tell you what. Listen,
So
I remember
long,
sitting on
farewell.
the beach with some of my friends at a reservoir up in Utah. Now this is back before I was an international drag sensation.
You were just a
as it
lonely,
were.
lonely
And
boy.
I was sitting on the beach with my friend Jeff and
Okay.
Jeff,
Yeah.
two Jeffs. There was two Jeffs.
Right.
Lots of Jeffs back then, really.
Really?
Oh, I knew lots of Jeffs.
Oh, they knew you
Well,
pretty
you know,
well too.
But anyways,
In and
they had a record called Hurricane Anita.
Yeah.
And it was like a spoof on how horrible she was, made by some gay person. I loved it. It was a record. Like
Well,
a record.
listen, well, I bet we can find it somewhere.
I wonder if it exists.
Well, let's clue people in on who Anita Bryant
Oh.
was. So wait, we have to educate the kids on
Well,
what
I know.
a horrible, putrid human being she was. So Anita Bryant
Well, she was like a third-rate runner-up of the Miss America contest.
well, she was an orange juice
Well,
spokeswoman.
first she was a pageant queen.
She was a pageant queen,
Yeah.
and then she
and
became
then she
like
was a loser pageant queen,
Yeah,
and
loser
like third
pageant
place
queen.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
and then
And then she was a loser Christian song woman,
yep, she was.
with
Yeah.
like big number 1 hits on the Christian charts.
Who cares?
Yeah. And then she was signed up for the Florida.
Orange juice.
Oh, she was the spokesmodel.
The spokesmodel for orange juice.
Yes.
What a stupid person. You should have a fruit be a sponsorship for fruit.
Oh. All I can say is, I was a young man then, and
Yeah.
as compared to this old glamorous puss that I am now. But it was upsetting because we were just starting to feel like we were getting some acceptance and people were starting to have some empathy for who we were
Yeah.
and for, the lives that we lived. They were lives of dignity and decency. We weren't bad people.
I'm not sure about decency and dignity when it comes to you, but continue. It's very touching.
But no, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just a kid.
Yeah, you were a kid.
And she came out and she just made life more difficult for people.
Well, and it's
And
this-
I mean, I just don't see how, that was okay. And I don't mean to get all serious here. I mean,
No, we have to talk about these things.
there's a
'cause
part
listen,
of me that, I don't wish anyone ill, but
I do.
She wanted to hurt people. I mean, that was
Yeah.
her whole goal.
She wanted people to be hurt. And this is the thing. It's been the same playbook then to now. They call us groomers. They say
Yeah.
that we're coming to recruit their
Yeah.
kids. They called us recruiters back then. They
Yeah.
say we're coming to recruit your children into
Well,
homosexuality.
she literally said something like, they can't reproduce, so they got to steal our kids.
Yeah.
And that's just
yeah.
not true.
They've been saying this forever.
I mean,
forever. It's the same thing over and over and over again. I don't know how people still fall for it.
Well,
I don't.
people are a little dense
People are a
sometimes
little,
on stuff.
little
Yeah.
stupid. Well, anyways,
Yes.
basically, for those of you who don't know what happened after all that, 2 gay activists stormed her on live television and creamed her with a fruit pie right in the face.
It was a cream pie.
It was a cream pie. I think it was a fruit pie too, because doesn't she say, "Well, at least it was a fruit pie"?
No, I think that's just
just a joke.
I think that's a joke somebody
well,
made.
yeah,
I
well,
think it was just a cream pie.
Well, she got a big old pie
Because
in
a
her
fruit
face.
pie, could cause a little more damage, and I don't remember her being damaged.
No.
Listen, I feel I feel bad for her because I feel in a way she was just a narrow person. She had a platform that she could have done good in the world, and instead she just
chose hate.
Chose hate.
She chose a lot of
she
hate.
chose hate over love.
That's right.
Listen, we've gotten a little too serious.
No,
here.
it's okay. I think it's okay. You know what? We are rancid whores.
No, we're not. That's a rancid one.
I'm
right
a
there.
rancid whore.
I'm a fresh one.
is slightly less toxic as I am.
Well.
But once in a while, I think it's important to use this platform that we have, whether it's big or small, to educate people who are listening about gay and queer history. Because guess what? You're not going to learn it any other way.
Well.
And right now, at this moment in time,
Yes.
it is all resurging. It is
That's
coming
true.
back to exactly those moments in time where we were under attack.
That's
so
right.
it is so important for us to be out there, speak our minds,
That's
teach
right.
people about history
That's
so we
right.
don't repeat these things over and over and over again. Because guess what? We are. Because people choose to ignore history.
Yes. And you know, it's really, I'm going to say this one thing and then we're going to move on.
Okay.
Having, being as old as I am, I've lived through this and it's hard to see it coming back.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, I think we all just assume that progress is a linear motion upward, but it's not. And
2 steps forward, 3 steps back.
It's,
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Don't do
Is
that,
what's the
girl.
lyrics to that? I don't remember.
I don't even know that song.
1 step forward.
Were we talking about my birthday? Hey,
believe-
wait a second.
Listen, I believe that
no, shut up
it's
for a
Paula,
second.
what's
you
her name?
shut up.
Paula Abdul.
Ruby,
2 steps
Ruby,
forward,
what
1
the
step
heck?
back.
What did you just do? You just maneuvered us to stop talking about my birthday. How did that happen? We were supposed to talk about me.
Well, I'm more clever than you, really.
Excuse me.
I'm really
These
more
lovely
clever.
people didn't hear about my beautiful birthday gifts, my beautiful birthday dinner.
So my
what
favorite
I wore.
thing this week was that. Are you sulking?
Go ahead. You know, it's fine because guess what? I'm a selfless person.
Yeah.
I just shared my wealth of knowledge with the world.
Yes.
And I'm good. I don't need to talk about my birthday.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I know that you would love to talk about yours. And so I'm just going to leave you at that.
I had a fabulous birthday.
I'm sure
really.
you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I didn't get listen, this one sent me a happy birthday the day before my birthday.
Well, first off,
Now, I'm just
I was
saying.
on podcast time.
No.
Because we time travel when we film.
Yes. Well, it was still the day before.
Well, at least it came.
You were living in the future.
Yeah,
But listen,
that's right.
I give you credit for,
I'm living in the future. You're living in the past.
Well, that may be. That may be,
That is-
actually.
That's definitely the case.
But, all right. You know what? It is your birthday.
Yeah.
And I did promise. So I'm going to ask again. What did you do for your birthday? Did you have a good time?
I did. I had a lovely time.
That's nice. Anyways,
Okay, go on. Just keep
No,
talking.
now listen.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
they
They can go onto my socials at just Louvel on Instagram, and they can look at all my birthday fun there.
Is it just Louvel?
It's just Louvel.
Oh, I see how it is.
Just Louvel.
Yeah.
Not and Ruby. Not and Miss Ruby. Not with Miss Ruby.
Yeah.
Not featuring Miss
So in other
Ruby.
words, it's a whole lot more boring.
It's just Louvel.
Yeah, that's right. Boring.
Come on, tell us your favorite thing. I'm sure it's just as interesting.
Oh, no, it's not interesting at all.
Oh, well, I didn't think so.
Not
It's
the
you.
least bit. I'm going to be doing a performance in June.
Oh, really?
Yes.
As as who?
Well, it's the bacon strip.
Oh,
And I'm only
yes.
doing a couple of them a year now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, people got sick of you, I'm sure. That big personality just coming in and sucking the air out of a room.
Listen, listen. I don't see you getting invited.
I don't ask.
No, I don't ask either. They ask me.
Well, that's not my problem.
Well, they love to have me.
Sylvia
I don't
is
see
welcome.
I don't see you being in there.
Sylvia is welcome to invite me anytime she wants.
Yeah, well.
I think she just.
But she doesn't.
I think she accurately assumes that I'm a
But
busy
she
girl.
doesn't.
But she knows I'm a busy girl.
Yeah, well.
She knows that
I don't believe that.
Well, I am.
No.
I'm very busy.
No. Anyways, so I've been working on this big number.
Okay.
And I'm very excited about it.
Is it a gay number?
Well, the show is called Rocky Horror versus Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to do Wig in a Box.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
It is.
Hedwig is the reason why I started doing drag.
Well, listen, I watched, I was watching Hedwig today. And, I think it's aged pretty well, all things considered.
Oh, it's a fabulous movie.
Yeah. I mean, I know that some people complain about it. There are people who are complaining about it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
About what?
Well, they just feel like it, it's not au courant in the the way it's represented and the storyline.
People who are saying that, because like Hedwig is beyond gender, and they admit to that, and it's their own. They're their own identity. They're not professing to be anything other than their own identity.
Well, no, I agree. Listen, I love I love that movie. Yeah. I love that movie. Ooh, and I love that. Tommy Gnosis. Oof.
Yeah, Tommy.
I mean, I hate the character, but the guy who played him, that Michael Pitt. Oh, I had a crush on him pretty hard. Oof.
Would you like a gummy bear?
Oh, yes. Oh.
It took me the longest time to realize what a gummy bear was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't get it right away.
Oh my.
Well,
oh my.
I told you, dumb bitch juice.
But anyways, I've been studying with my vocal coach.
Okay.
Jose.
Okay.
And he is marvelous.
Yeah.
And we're just having a lot of fun, putting it together. He's also working with me on my my Solstice album that I'm going to put out.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
In 19 months.
We're all looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know we are.
We're so excited.
I can tell.
What is it going to be? Bring the deer into the fire, roast them up and make it higher. Oh, we are solstice ladies. We are solstice ladies.
What the hell was that?
Or is it like, dress the tree, sun is going down. I don't know, girl. I don't know.
It's clear you don't.
I'm trying to do vaguely.
Thank God she's not putting out her own
The snow
Solstice
is
album.
falling.
Wow.
The snow is falling.
Yeah.
And Satan's calling. And Satan's calling.
Well, I'm doing a number about Krampus.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Cranky Krampus gonna eat your kids tonight.
Cranky Krampus gonna eat your kids tonight. How did you know?
Hey, I might
You
have...
must have heard me practicing.
I think what really happened was you heard me coming up with these songs in my room at night.
I wrote that song.
And you ripped off the melody.
I wrote that song.
You ripped it off.
Listen, I wrote that song. I can't believe you know it. All I can assume is that you listened to me practicing.
Nope.
No, that's right.
My song.
You're a thief.
You're a thief.
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 The only thing you've ever stolen was a whole lot of sense. That was a bad
Well,
joke.
I got sense, and you certainly don't. Well, the wrong kind of sense anyways.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm sure you
I'd
are.
be much nicer
Wait,
today.
what is this big scrotum on the back of your head?
Well,
This big golden scrotum you've got?
That is not a golden scrotum. That is a snoot.
A snood?
It's snood, yeah.
Yeah.
It holds your hair in.
Yeah, I think you got some snood coming out of your nose, girl.
No, I do not. Do I?
Look at those nostrils.
I don't have any snood coming out of my
You can pack
nostrils.
a stick of dynamite up those back
Whatever.
caves.
Oh, you are crazy.
Of course, there's not much to blow inside that head.
You are crazy. You are. Oh, anyways. No, it's gonna be fun. Oh, I love my vocal coach. I really do. Yes.
Well, don't fuck this one, because I know that you've had a history of bedding your vocal coaches, and then once they finally do it, they just sort of fire themselves.
Well, I do love a good vocal coach.
That's how she learns to raise her soft palate.
That's true. Listen, you stop telling my secrets.
Hey, I can't help it, and you're as wild as you are.
Well,
someone's got to let it.
I've been around. That's the truth. I've been around.
You're like the Earth. You just revolve around every day. You're round and around. There's one. There's another revolve. There she goes, just getting around.
Yeah. And you've been following in my tracks. I got my own. You're like a young version of me, really.
Oh, don't say that.
That's true.
If I have this to look forward
that's
to.
why you're on here. I'm like, I needed someone who was a lot like me, but younger.
Well, no wonder you can't stand me.
Ornery and bitchy and
That's why
shallow.
That's why you can't stand me.
That's right.
Because I'm everything you wish you still were.
No, you're everything I used to be, and you'll get better as you grow older.
Okay, well, if I grow older, that's ominous. Oh my God. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Well-
So do you have any other plans for this? I mean, it's only a couple of... I always celebrate my birthday month,
I
really.
don't do that.
Yeah.
See, this is where my real humbleness comes in. I might have one day,
Yeah?
and that's it.
Yeah, that's why she took the whole weekend, and we had to hear about it for 2 episodes.
Well, that was not my fault. My beloved decided to take me on a nice trip.
Yeah,
Don't
and
be
we still had to
jealous.
hear about it for 2 episodes.
Oh.
Her birthday, blah, blah, blah.
You know what I did while I was there,
What?
Ruby? We had a little hooky ganooky in the desert.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now let me tell you, there is nothing more surreal
Uh-huh.
than,
Yeah.
doing the deed while a tumbleweed just rolls by. It was kind of like one of them old cowboy movies.
Yeah.
Ooh, bow, bow, bow. But he shot me first.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, God.
I bet you liked that. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that.
That's all right. Let's go on to miscellaneous.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I think we do.
I mean, could we just end it all right here?
Well, if you want to jump off the podium, you might not survive the fall.
Put a missile
A missile
with any anus.
Oh, Miss Ruby.
What you'll get is
Well, I have to
miscellaneous.
say, oh, that was quite a look. What was that all about?
Yeah, I was just bracing
You were just
myself.
getting in your glamour, weren't you? Well, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. I gotta say, you do look really good today.
So do you, girl.
I wish you looked like this all the time. It's pretty rare.
I do.
It's pretty rare.
Well, this is sort of my friend. Fun story about this dress.
Yeah?
I had a designer who was making me a dress for an event.
Yes?
It's a good story, bitch.
Oh,
Shut up.
all right, all right.
Oh my God. Funny story about this dress.
Yeah.
So I had a designer who fell through. I had a gala I was singing at last year. I was doing the Seattle Design Center gala. I was singing in, so I wanted like a beautiful gold dress.
Right.
And my designer fell through.
Oh, that's
Well,
not good.
lucky for me,
Yeah.
one of my best friends in the whole wide world, who
Are we
I
talking
adore,
about Javon?
Javon Stratton.
Oh, she's
very
marvelous.
talented, very
we
talented.
love her.
We
She
talk
is-
about her all the time.
Listen, she is a friend of this show.
We name drop her at least
Yeah.
once an episode, it
Yeah,
seems.
yeah.
But she said, "Come over.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna pin it on your body."
Yeah.
And she cranked this out in like 2 hours.
It kind of...
And you know what we watched while I don't know if you've ever seen this show. It's called like I don't remember the name, but it's a British show.
Yeah.
And there's all these.
I've watched those.
I'm sure you have.
I have watched a
but
British
it's a
show.
British show.
Yeah.
And all of these suitors are standing behind these frosted glass panes.
Oh, is it naked?
Naked and what?
Naked Attraction.
Naked
Oh,
Attraction.
I have watched every episode.
Oh, my
darling.
God, I love it.
Oh my God,
So we're
I
sitting
love
there.
that show.
We're-
All those willies.
Oh, I
my
know.
God, and and people. I love those British people. I mean, they are just.
They're open and free in
Well,
ways that we're
I don't
not in this
listen.
country.
I don't think that if one was to say, define a culture that is open and free, I would not have picked the British.
That's true.
But,
But at least
I mean,
that
maybe
episode,
the
that show.
Scandinavians or the Germans.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, but listen.
It's a great show.
It's great because you got fat people and skinny people.
Everybody.
People who don't
big
have a
dicks,
leg.
little dicks, big vaginas,
There was,
little vaginas.
Yeah, there was one guy on there. He had he had had a surgery and he had like a colostomy and. No, and then and, he was a handsome guy.
Yeah, of course.
He just had problems with his stomach and stuff. And
Yeah.
I love that because even though it's a weird show, I mean, it is weird if you
it's
have
great.
not seen it.
Yeah, it's weird.
It,
they show everything.
Yeah, I always felt bad because I always wanted more people to like each other.
Yeah.
Did you feel that way?
Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, the show's basis is shallow.
It's pretty shallow.
But I like that it's like we're gonna bear all,
Yeah.
and not be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
And they're very nice about the rejection. They're never like you fucking disgusting
No,
pig.
it's not like it would be if they had an American
right.
version of it.
No, they're very like, hey.
Honestly, I think if it was an American version, it would be like all models and
Yeah.
actors and
Oh
actresses.
my God, yeah.
And
Yeah.
bodybuilders.
It's awful.
And they would hate each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it would all be about getting on
Yeah,
TV.
right.
and winning
But
money.
It's a wonderful show, and I love how. So the way that works is they kind of start from the bottom and they go up to like right.
And then they go
panache to
and then she goes, now we're looking at their knees.
Well, it was like chose to like Willie, right?
Yeah, it's penises and pussies first.
Yeah.
And then it's tummies and boobs.
Yeah.
And chests.
Yeah.
And then it's
face.
Face.
Yeah.
And then they can hear their voice.
Yeah.
So it's the opposite of how you do it.
And then at the very end, the
Right.
person who's dating gets naked, right?
That's right.
And
the
they-
last two
yeah.
people are standing there, and then the person who's choosing them has to go off and get naked. I can't believe we're talking about this.
It's a great show.
Well,
Y'all should
it's
check
kind
it
of fun.
out. I love it.
I can't believe I
love it.
I literally watched every
It
episode.
is one of my favorite shows.
I don't think I would ever watch another episode.
Well,
at this
imagine
point.
it's so funny because I had never seen it before, and I'm getting this dress pinned on me.
Oh, that's
and
right. We were
she's
talking
doing
about
all
your dress.
these things, and
We're
you know,
talking about a dress about a show that has no clothing.
Well, yeah, she was clothing me by watching people undress. It was
Yeah.
very.
It's a fun show.
It was a great show.
Yeah, it's a fun show.
But that's
and
how-
she does. Listen, Jamie, I would
Adore.
love you to do a gown for me.
I bet she could do it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I bet she could, and it would honestly be easier work for her because it's
Well,
less fabric.
She's not as big as you, that's for sure.
No, you're not.
I'm not even close.
No.
I mean, I think
What is this? Just a
I
little
think
doll
your
dress?
arm's bigger than me.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
could probably wear your glove.
I don't know. Well, it would get your face covered up. So.
Well, that would be a plus.
Oh, don't be hard on yourself.
Well, I am getting older.
It's only funny when I'm making fun of you. You
Well,
can't make fun of yourself, and I just
Listen,
feel bad.
I told you I was going to be nice to you, and I'm just feeding you lines.
Well, now you're making me feel bad.
Well, that makes
You're
me
not
feel
allowed to
better.
have low
That makes me feel better.
You're not allowed to have low self-esteem, girl.
Oh, I don't have low
Good.
self-esteem.
I thought we had spines, enough spine to deal with each other.
No, I don't have a spine.
That's true.
I have a wrist.
You have a tibia, a fibia.
I have a wrist and an elbow.
You got what is it? Tibias and fibias? I don't know the bones.
I think those are in your legs.
I'm not an
aren't
osteopath.
they? What?
No,
I think it's an osteoporosis.
Well, that's what happens to your bones. But
Oh.
osteopath is a bone doctor, isn't he?
Is it? No, I don't think
know.
so. I think that's a.
I'm a sociopath, but I'm not an
That is true.
osteopath.
You are a sociopath.
Well,
You're
girl,
crazy.
I heard. Have you heard that? I was on TikTok, right?
You were.
I was. Which
Yeah?
I don't know if it'll still be here by the time this episode comes
this
out. We'll
episode
find
may
out.
be- it
We'll
may
find
not
out. This
be.
may be the last episode on TikTok.
That's right.
But I was. There's a lot of. I think we mentioned it last week, and
Right.
I think it inspired you to watch it.
Yeah.
Is that Emilia Perez? movie?
Yes, I watched it. And listen, you sang that weird song to me about the
It's a bad
penises
song.
and vagina. Listen, I was like watching the show, and it really is actually pretty. I kind of liked it. It was almost like I was watching this movie that was very realistic.
Oh.
Right? It was hyper realistic. It's about this woman who's a lawyer in Mexico, and it's about all these, corruption and that sort of stuff, and how she wrote this. She literally wrote this defense of this guy who had killed his wife. And her law firm, of course, won the case, but she didn't get to do the representation.
Right.
She just did the work.
Yeah.
And then somebody reaches out to her, and they're like, "You want to get really rich?"
Okay.
And she's like, "Well," and then she sings. I mean, honestly, I never thought that, like, this show is weird.
Yeah.
It's like they're singing these songs, and it's all in Spanish. So if you're not into reading a movie, probably not your film.
But some of it's in English.
Yes, but most of it is not.
So is the speaking predominantly Spanish, and then the singing is English?
No, the speaking and the singing is predominantly Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah, and then every so often the English speaking. Selena Gomez is in it, and she's an American girl who's married to this, this drug lord.
Well, see, that's the biggest What's one of the biggest criticisms I've heard is that Selena Gomez's Spanish was horrible. But if she's playing an American who's married to a cartel guy,
then you would
her
expect
English,
her
Spanish would be horrible.
Absolutely.
So that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So he hires. He reaches out and he hires Saldana. What's her
Zoe.
first? Zoe Saldana. And honestly, I was shocked at how good she was. They're in this dark neighborhood. It's in these dark evenings and all this sadness and stuff going on and corruption. And then you have that weird dance number where they're in a Thailand in this weird sex change clinic. And it was like a Bob Fosse number. It was as if like somebody brought in a Bob Fosse acolyte in the middle of this show to do this weird, everybody was on tables and in wheelchairs. And
I didn't like that because one, I was like, okay, I understand the premise. This drug cartel, she's transitioned and she.
Well, no, she's not.
Oh.
No. Zoe Saldana, that whole scene about the penis vagina thing is not Zoe Saldana. She's not transitioning.
No, I know. I'm talking about the drug cartel leader.
But
she's transitioned.
Right,
she has
but
transitioned.
She hasn't, though. She hires Zoe to go out into the world and find a doctor, a surgeon, who's the best and is willing to do these surgeries for this drug kingpin.
Okay, well, but
not easy because
I didn't like how it was sort of like this weird like body horror scene where like, oh, it's weird that we're doing these things. Ooh.
I tell you, it's this. If somebody cut that, I could have seen. Listen, if I was the director, and I'm not.
No,
clearly.
If you were, we'd be much richer.
Or not.
And we'd have Golden Globes.
Well, that's true.
We at least have Golden Globes.
Well, you have Golden Globes. Yeah, you do. I can't believe those. Those are some big titties. Anyways, that scene, it's weird.
It is.
It's like you're in the middle of. It would be like if somebody.
Like a fever dream.
It's worse. It's weirder than that. It's as if you were watching a very serious play.
Okay.
With somebody was desperate and there was dying going all around and all of a sudden it was like a big chorus of dancers came out and started dancing. We're just
gonna give you surgery. That was actually what it was like getting my breast augmentation in Palm Springs. A bunch of gay guys came out. Like, everybody, are you ready? She's gonna get some brand new titties. Ooh. And they did a tap number across my chest. It was amazing.
Well, that's what happens when you go to the department store and you buy a bra. But anyways. But no, listen, I thought it was. I was surprised at how much I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
If you're, but you got to be in a weird mood.
I'm always in a weird mood.
No, that's true. but when you sang me that song, I was like, well, this whole thing's got to be weird, and it is weird, but not the way that song would make you think it was weird.
Here's the thing, I'm a little salty because it somehow beat Wicked.
Well, listen, I think the Wicked thing.
You be careful, bitch.
No. Hear me out. Don't make me bite that finger.
I have a glove on.
Oh!
Bad dog.
Did you hear that thunk? Wow.
Oh, your heart is a rock.
Yeah. No, but on the Wicked thing,
yeah,
I do believe it'll be sort of like what they did with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
They're not going to give them the award for the half a movie.
Okay, I see.
They're going to wait until the one comes out, and then you have the whole. If the second movie is not so great, which of course it won't be.
It won't. It will be great.
It'll be fabulous.
Yeah.
But they're not going to give an award to half a movie.
I guess.
No, I really believe that. They gave it some awards to let them know that, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep going.
Yeah.
A
little pat on the back.
Yeah, a little pat on the back.
Good job,
Kind of what I do with you after after we film the podcast. But no, I do believe that. I do believe that next year it will be in more serious contention.
Yeah. We'll see.
Look at us. We're like Ebert and Siskel or whatever that was at the movies.
We are.
When did this turn into a movie review show?
It's a variety show.
Oh, that's true.
There's a variety of things that come out of our mouths.
Yeah.
They go
and you
into
wear
our
a variety
mouths.
of things, like mustaches, beards.
Hey, I am a shape-shifting chanteuse, as I said.
That's what you keep telling me.
Or as I used to be called, the shape-shifting shamu.
But it's not true anymore.
Not anymore.
Because she gets up every morning and exercises at 6 a.m.
I got a new exercise bike.
Uh-huh.
It's great. You can unlock it and it leans back and forth. So you can do these virtual rides through like Venice or like the Grand Canyon. And so you go one way when the road turns.
Are we back to the exercising crap again?
Well, maybe this is an exercise
Are you breaking your New Year's
podcast.
resolutions?
I already broke them all. I've been back on my eating. I've been back on my exercise.
Have you stopped drinking?
I'm gonna go to the gym right after this. I haven't been drinking either. I don't think I've had a lick of alcohol since I got home from the desert.
Yeah. and
By
you're
the way,
not-
I'm calling it the desert now.
And you have not been nice to me, so you've fallen off of all your resolutions.
Well, girl, give me your hand. I'll be nice to you. Okay. Today you look very nice. You look very beautiful, and I'm honored to be your sister
Oh.
and to share another January birthday with you.
We are both Capricorns.
Capricorny.
Capricornicopia. That's what we could have called this show.
Capricorn hole.
Capricornicopia.
Capricorn holes.
Capricornicopia.
Capricorn-
There's a song there.
At the
Capricornicopia.
Kappa.
Capricornicopia.
Capricornicopia.
Oh, that's something else.
That's a mouthful.
That's old Barry. What's his name? Barry.
Barry Manilow?
Barry Manilow.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
A lot of people have done that song.
You know, I never liked that song.
I like it. I just don't like when Barry Manilow sings it.
No, I just-
Liza does a version with Muppets.
Oh, really? Really? Are you going to go there?
No, that's it. That's all I'm going to say.
You know you are in violation of your contract by saying that.
No, it's okay. We'll do our own version.
Yeah. What would it be like? Something like a ballad?
At the Copa.
Oh, the Copa
Cabana. Her name was Ruby. She's a washed-up showgirl. She fled Vegas, and now she's here.
Oh, dear. All right. Well,
All
let's
right,
get on to
let's
some
move
bad
on to
advice,
it.
girl.
Bad advice.
Ah!
We told you once and we told you twice. We can't recommend our bad advice. We can't recommend our bad advice.
You ready for these? We got some good
Can
ones
I look
today.
at them?
Yeah. This one.
Oh, that one looks interesting.
Yeah, and this one.
I love her name.
Right?
All right. Well,
Okay, here
which
we go.
one's first?
This one's gonna be first.
All right,
This
all
will be
right.
Brent S.
All right,
Dude.
welcome to Bad Advice. And just remember, sometimes we give good advice and we call it bad advice, but sometimes we give bad advice and it is bad advice. But we will say that all advice that we give is advice we really would expect you not to actually take.
Well, that's why the song prepares them for the lesson, which is don't take it.
We told you once and we told you twice.
We can't recommend
Bad advice.
We can't recommend some
Bad
champagne
advice.
on ice.
It's sort of our legal contract
It
with
is.
you.
It's a
Just
so-
so
it's a
try to keep that
song.
in mind.
It's a song version of like legal contract.
That's
Okay.
right.
So this is Brent S. Dew.
Oh, Brent what?
Brent S. Dew.
Brent S.
Brent
Dew.
S. Dew.
All right,
Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I need rent advice with my roommate who is
Oh.
unable to pay for rent.
Right.
We've been living together for 3 years and she has been without a job the last 4 months.
Oh my gosh.
She's asked me to cover rent, which I have because I care about her and our home. But I'm not going to be able to do that much longer.
Wow.
Despite not having a job, my roommate has several thousands. Oh my God.
What?
My roommate has several thousands of dollars worth of ALF memorabilia.
Alf?
She's collected
Are
over
we
the
talking
years.
about that?
That alien that eats puss.
Oh my. From like the 80s.
You know, do you think they realized that they were saying that Ralph eats like pussy when they were making those jokes?
Well, do you think that's what they meant?
I kind of wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's from the
Anyways.
80s. Are those collectible?
Well, it says she's been collecting ALF memorabilia over the years worth of thousands of dollars. She
Wow.
refuses to sell any of it to cover rent, which I think is ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
I think her priorities are all wrong, but I also really don't want to move or kick out my friend.
No, I get that.
Any advice you could offer would be
I
greatly
mean, I would
appreciated.
never kick you out.
Well, I don't have
Unless
ALF.
you didn't pay your rent.
I don't have any ALF memorabilia.
Yeah, that's true.
And by the way, she has something that she wants to ask, or Brent, I guess, is a guy. Brent wants to ask you this.
Yeah.
P.S. Miss Ruby, and this is just for you.
Okay.
Would you engage in carnal relations with Alf if given the chance?
Who says I haven't?
Now, in this, listen, boys.
Listen,
boys.
the puppet community is pretty tiny.
If there's a puppet, a famous puppet, this one has slept with him.
Well, you know.
The stories that she has told me,
Yeah.
I bet that weird alien nose has been on all sorts of parts of yours.
Well,
huh?
he
Is that
was-
his
listen,
sex
he-
organ?
I don't. I'm not really able to tell you all about that. I do sign a lot of MDAs.
That's
you know.
true. An MDA?
No, NDA.
Oh, NDA.
NDA, yeah. It's a non-disclosure agreement.
Uh-huh.
But let's just say he was one of my better lovers. But you know, he went off and he got all involved in some stuff and
He probably snorted a lot of coke, didn't he?
well, he had a big nose and he kind of got into the Hollywood scene in
Yeah.
ways that I did not like to. I mean, I was willing to do a little bit of stuff, but
Yeah.
he had no
He had no-
self-control.
He-
Like yourself.
He's not
a
with
little
us
bit.
anymore, is he?
Well, we're not really sure where.
Yeah,
he
where'd he
is.
go? Did he go
Yeah,
back to his home planet?
He may have.
I probably
But
did.
he-
I don't
he-
blame him.
Listen, he was very funny, and he was quite a charmer.
Did he eat puss in real life?
Like I said, I'm not able to say because I signed an NDA.
Yeah,
I can't
fair.
really talk about
That's
that.
fair. That's fair. Eating cats isn't always just a little stunt that you do on stage. Sometimes you
Yeah, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne ate bats.
bats, cats, rats.
Well, what are we gonna do about it? I mean, honestly,
I mean, I think
I
it's,
didn't. I still am. I'm stunned that anyone actually collected Alf memorabilia. I mean, I
Well,
liked
it's a big
him.
moment in
He was-
history.
Listen, he was a cute guy, and he was fun. I liked him.
He wore those little Hawaiian shirts, didn't he?
But really, is his stuff collectible?
Maybe to somebody. Hey, anything is collectible to anybody. And so we were at
I have a friend that collects toasters from like the 1920s.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
They had
apparently.
toasters in the 1920s.
Yes, they're these antique toasters, and there's a.
Are they safe?
I was talking to him last Sunday. I went to Sylvia's brunch,
Oh.
and I was talking to him, and apparently there's literally this whole cadre of people that collect antique
Appliances.
toasters
But
from like
why?
because that's when
How did it work?
Well, that's when electricity became popular, and they were all different kinds because
They
were
could not
figuring
have
it
been
out.
safe.
Well,
Many of fires were probably started.
he has them and he uses them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he says the toast that they make is superior to the current toasters.
That's weird.
Yeah, well,
Well, it's probably an actual grill.
I
in
mean, there's
there.
people who collect all kind of crap.
Well, you collect crap all the time.
I do not.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay,
Brent
let's-
S.
let-
Do.
let- wha-
Brent
what's
S.
it-
Do.
yeah, let's.
I think you need to raid her room,
Yeah.
take all of it in the middle of the night. But what you need to do is make a big scene out of it. Get into a ski mask.
Oh, that's a nice.
And what you should
Oh,
do is
steal it.
become the Alf burglar
Oh,
and sort of become a known,
that's kind of the opposite of a
Thief.
cat burglar.
yeah, a Ralph burglar.
Yeah, yeah.
And or Ralph, not Ralph.
Alf.
It was before my time.
Well,
Alf actually scared me as a kid. I could not watch that show.
I don't. I never watched the show. I just dated the star.
Yeah, well, to tell you, I was a little afraid of puppets before I met you.
Well, and now you're absolutely fearful of
Now I'm
them.
terrified. Yeah, exactly. No, but I think that you need to create this persona, this burglar who only steals Alf memorabilia.
Oh.
And so break into your own house with your ski mask
Uh-huh.
and then steal all of her things.
Right.
Sell them.
Yeah.
And then when she's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I'm like, I know. But I just won the lottery.
Yeah.
And so good news.
You
we're
don't
all
have to pay
set.
rent.
We don't have to pay rent
Yeah.
anymore.
Everything's solved, just like that.
It's like, wow, what a wonderful, fortuitous thing to come out of such a tragedy.
Oh, yeah. Well, what if she gets upset though?
We'll just say I can't do anything about it. He's long gone. We don't know where he could be. We don't have the Ring cameras mysteriously shut off that
Oh,
day.
well, that's true.
He must have been a hacker. He must have had superior gadgetry that we have no way of coming up against. I mean, this is a sophisticated,
A
international
sophisticated Alf thief.
Alf thief.
Yeah.
He's a caper.
What's it all about?
Alf
thief. And once again, we know the first couple of words
No,
of
I
every
actually do
song.
know that song.
Oh,
That's-
you think
I
you could
love that song.
You think you could hold? Sing the first whole line.
About Alfie? Is it just for that moment we live? What's it all about when you thought
All right, we're done.
out?
We're done.
Alfie,
Yeah, listen, you're no Dionne
can
Warwick,
you take a more
but you're a hell of a lot better than Celia Black.
Did Cilla Black sing that too?
Oh, she was awful.
What's it all about, Alfie? I like Cilla Black.
Honestly, there was a. I don't know if you know this. We'll get back to you in a minute, Brent.
Yeah, Brent.
But there was quite a thing between Dionne and Cilla.
Like a feud?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. Because,
Why?
Well, Dionne had recorded Alfie here in the States.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And she wanted to release it in the UK. Now, back in those days, it wasn't like now where you could
Yeah.
you could just download it off the internet
Right.
or something. I mean,
Right.
it was a thing that your record company had to do.
Yeah.
And she had kind of been, I suspect it was something like, now this is just what I heard. This is allegedly.
This is alleged. Don't sue us.
I do not need Dionne Warwick
Or
suing
Scylla.
me.
Or
no?
Scylla.
Well, Scylla's dead.
She is?
Yeah, Scylla's
well, it's
dead.
the Scylla estate.
Yeah. But apparently, then Scylla went in and recorded it. And this was common back then.
Well-
a song would come up and a lot of people would record it.
The English are known from stealing.
Well, and,
Known for
she was
stealing.
quite good friends with the Beatles,
Oh,
Scylla was.
I'm
yeah.
sure she was.
So anyways,
Mm-hmm.
apparently Dionne was a little butthurt about the whole situation.
Sounds like it.
But, that was real common back then. Apparently, Bette Midler did Superstar, and the Carpenters did it at the same time.
Bette Midler did an amazing version of Superstar.
Yes, but the
I'll be
Carpenters
honest,
one became popular.
I'll be
right?
honest.
So-
I prefer Bette Midler's version of Superstar.
Well, I love Bette's version too.
I
it
love
was just
that.
a little dirtier, and back then it was probably harder to get
was
on the radio.
dirtier?
Oh yeah, she kind of went on, Come Again, but she made it real. Come again.
I love Bette Midler, as
Oh.
you can probably guess.
I love her.
A busty,
Oh my God,
raunchy redhead.
I did see her in concert back in the day.
Oh, Bette Midler is a class act.
Yeah, I love her.
Class act.
Bet, you're welcome to come on the show. Although I hear she's not much of it. She does not like doing her publicity tours and all that stuff. Never been a big thing
Well,
for
this
her.
doesn't have to be a publicity tour, Bet. It can just be 3 gals
Yeah.
sitting around, shooting the shit, having a cocktail.
One gal, one drag queen, and a puppet queen.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time you've done that.
Yeah, it's a first.
No, she's genius. You know what my favorite song that she ever did this, and it's a little obscure, but I love her Delta Dawn. Her version of Delta
know it.
Dawn.
I don't know it.
Wow.
Well,
So
Ruby, I think
good.
we should probably stop leaving Brett hanging.
Oh, hi, Brett.
Brett, I actually, you know what, Brett? I think there's really only one solution. It's the one that I gave you. Break into your roommate's room. Again, invent a burglar persona. Steal all of her Alf memorabilia.
You did it again.
All her Alf memorabilia.
Oh my Lord.
And sell it, and then she'll never know. And in fact, you will be able to convert that tragedy into a fortuitous moment where you can celebrate and say, "Aren't you just thankful that we'll still be able to live here?"
Oh, and you know what he could do? He could then take her to the place where he sold them.
Yeah.
And he could say, "Oh, look!
Look at all this Alf
Look at all this Alf memorabilia.
I'm gonna,
Maybe you can buy it back."
yeah. And then she'll spend all the money that he.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's not giving her the money.
Oh, that's true.
She's going to have to spend more money to get her
That's
Alf
true.
memorabilia back.
Yeah,
but
true.
know.
All right,
let's get on
move
with this next
is
story.
Senta Fisher.
Oh, that's
Senta Fisher. This is a long one. Oh my
Oh.
God, I don't know if I can read this much.
Do we have that much time left?
We have plenty of time.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey, Judys. My husband's buddy just moved
I
in.
love that. I love being called Judys.
Well, we are Judys.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, Judys. Call us
Judys.
the Judys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
Judys.
Yes.
My husband's buddy just moved in with us because some of. Wait, hang us on.
Can you read?
My husband's buddy just moved in because of some hard times back home.
Oh.
She's missing a letter in there.
Oh.
He moved in, and I immediately noticed that he stunk.
Oh, kind of like what I was saying earlier in the
You better
podcast.
watch yourself, girl. I discreetly asked my husband to give him a towel and show him to the bathroom, suggesting that he freshen up after driving hours through several states. While his friend was in there, hubby sprayed some Febreze in the room because the room was already permeated with smell. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
The next day, the man stunk again.
No.
I'm not sure what would cause someone to get so smelly that fast, especially he's not left in the house yet. Walking past his room, it's like an odor cloud. He's really a nice guy, and we're all getting along great, except his odor. Oh my God. I'm currently riding this from my exercise bike in the living room, which shares a wall with his room. and I
Maybe
can
it's her that stinks.
I know, maybe. And I can smell the room. I can only think that his bedding or clothes or something came unwashed, and it's making him in the room smell.
Wow.
The shower was a temporary solution, and I even wonder if this is possibly a medical issue because, guys, it's really bad.
Oh my God.
A medical issue.
Wow.
I don't know how to have me or my husband address this issue, and I don't want to let it get much worse because it's already made its way out of the room.
Wow.
Your advice is truly needed. Should we
Okay.
make him wash everything that he brought with him? I honestly don't know what to do. Senta Fisher.
Wow.
Girl, I don't think I could survive this.
No, I couldn't.
Let me tell you something now, folks. As a drag queen who's been doing this for 12 years,
And hasn't washed her clothes in 12 years.
I certainly do. We use alcohol. So okay. So this is There are many smelly drag queens in this world.
Oh, well, I've heard.
And I've worked with several of them. And there was one girl that I worked with many years ago who was the stinkiest of them all. She would... Ooh.
Wow. Did you just burp?
Well, I'm talking about some stinky bitch. I fucking burp like a pig. Oh my God.
Well, oh, you know, anyways, go on. Woo.
Like I said, I've been doing this shit for 12 years. This bitch was the stinkiest I've ever met.
Pretty rank, huh?
She would come in and I swear to God, the room would just smell suddenly as if someone had chopped 1,000 onions and left them in a trash bin overnight for several weeks.
Oh, wow.
And it just sort of got pungent
Yikes.
and yeasty
Ugh.
and gross.
Ugh.
And her clothes smelled like it. Her hip pads smelled like it.
I think it's just because they didn't wash them.
Well, you have to understand, most drag queens are not the richest folks in the world.
What?
And dry cleaning is expensive.
Well, it is.
So we find ways to sort of get around things. Now, the tights, you have no excuse. You can wash your tights any old day of the week in a washing machine.
Right.
But most of us, we spot clean our costumes.
Well, and you know that they do that in theater.
In theater.
Yeah, and
'Cause you
and-
can't
and
do
the-
dry
the
cleaning every
movies
week.
and stuff.
Yeah,
you can't. You can't, especially those theater costumes. You know, 8 shows a week.
Yeah.
You cannot be washing them
No.
after every show.
Alcohol spray
That's right.
and spot cleaning. It's all we can
That's
do.
right.
It's all we can do.
That's right.
And if it gets really bad, then maybe you dry clean. But
Well, you absolutely do.
I've had costumes that have lasted me years without washing.
Yeah, I can tell sometimes.
Woo! Maybe you're right, girl.
Now listen, I agree with you. I can't help but wonder.
Yeah.
And this was just, it kind of came into my mind
While you were listening to the letter?
while I was listening to you go on and on and on and on and on about people you've worked with.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was thinking maybe he did what, you know, I remember one time I had a roommate and to be fair, it wasn't you, but I had this
sure about
roommate.
that?
I'm sure you would know this, that they would leave their clothes in the washer.
Oh no,
You know,
mildew.
for a day or two, and then they would throw it in the dryer, and then it would be like a cloud of odory. It was just it smelled sour,
Oh no.
and I just kind of wonder if that's what happened.
Well, a lot of people don't. So
You know,
this-
he's like Pigpen on the peanuts. You know, like a little cloud of stink.
You know what
around
they
him,
should
you
do?
know?
They should they should just send him out on a nice dinner for the evening.
Uh-huh.
Say, go get a nice dinner, and when he comes back, have washed all of his things.
You know, she could also just say, "Hey, I was doing laundry, and I just decided to do your laundry."
Oh, it was a nice little thing I've done for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Or just kick him out.
if
Kick
you
him out.
don't let me do your laundry,
Yeah.
you can't stay here.
Or
Oh, tell him that she's got a laundry kink, and that she doesn't let anyone
yeah.
stay in the house unless she washes their
she's
laundry.
a laundry dominatrix.
That's right.
Yeah.
You will let me wash your laundry, or else
Listen here, funny man.
you will let me wash your laundry.
Give me your underwear, or else I kick you out.
Yeah, I will be doing your sheets.
Well, he might be doing some shit.
He might be doing his sheets too. Oh, that's
Men, listen to me. Wash your ass. Wash
now
your
listen,
sheets.
Listen, I do think people can get a little over, get a little obsessive compulsive.
No,
but I do
that's-
think
but-
I do think
Cleanliness is
is
close to godliness.
godlessness.
Godlessness?
No, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Is it
It's what- I think it's
godlessness?
godliness. I don't.
Oh,
It doesn't
I
matter.
must have misread it.
Yeah, I think so.
Cleanliness is close to godlessness, is what I thought.
It's really whatever you want at this
Okay,
point.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I would probably prefer it that way.
Well, Santa Fisher.
sent to Fisher.
I think you either need to, like I said, send him away,
Yeah,
wash all shit,
wash all his stuff.
or pitch a tent in the backyard and make him live in there
Or-
until he
or
cleans
you
up his
live in
act.
there.
Or yeah, well, no, she shouldn't kick him out of her.
Send your husband and him out to do some camping.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nasty, stinky little piggy man.
No.
Nasty, stinky little piggy man.
That's right.
Say, I want your underwear. Big Russian dominatrix woman, take your underwear, I wash, okay?
I wash your clothes. You will not stay in my house unless you want me to wash your clothes.
I don't think we're doing Russian very well. But we tried.
Well, listen, I'm
And I
not
don't
Meryl.
really care if the Russians
I'm
don't
not
like
Meryl
me.
Streep.
No.
And nor are you.
I am Meryl Streep.
No, you
What if I
aren't.
just unzip myself and this whole time I was Meryl Streep
Oh,
doing
that
like
would
a
be-
part?
that would
I've
be
been
something.
trying to, act, live in the life of a drag queen for my next movie.
Oh, she would be fabulous as a drag queen.
yeah, probably.
But I would prefer a drag queen to play a drag
Yeah,
queen,
me
to be
too,
honest.
me
So,
too.
I would prefer you to play a drag queen. It would be nice if you would come here and play a drag queen every week.
I'm a drag queen.
Well, some weeks you are, and some weeks you aren't.
You know what used to be so pretentious about me?
One of the many things?
This especially.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
go around saying, I'm not a drag queen.
Oh, I remember that.
I'm a vocalist.
I remember
who
that.
does drag.
Yes, I remember that.
I'm not a drag queen.
I'm not.
I'm a vocalist who does drag.
Well, you're something, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I guess it's time, huh?
Is it time?
Have we reached the end of the episode already?
Probably.
I
Do you
wanna
think anything came of it? Do you think?
Well,
Did you have a good time?
I had. Well, you know what? I had a good time for a moment. When
I
you were
tried
not-
to be
when
nicer
You were,
to
you were
you.
trying to be nice. You
I
didn't
know.
mention my ham hocks. Whole episode. I didn't
was-
mention your legs.
It was hard. It was hard to not because they're pretty hockeyish.
Well, they're kind of covered up in a dress today,
Yeah, I
so you
think
really
that's
can't
probably-
tell.
I wasn't able to notice them as
Yeah.
much. Yeah. They weren't in my view.
I could clap with my thighs.
Yeah. Hey, listen. We didn't hear from our people from the Philippines yet.
We haven't, or
And
from
we didn't
London.
hear from our people from the UK.
For the UK. Yep.
And we
We want to hear
would-
from you.
we would love to hear from you.
But you know what? I want my lovely listeners. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts,
Yes.
please write a glowing review if you're enjoying the show because it
Yeah.
helps people find us. The more great reviews we have, the more likelihood we're going to show up on the brand new hot podcast page.
Yeah.
And we'd love to be the brand new hot podcast.
Yeah, we would.
We're brand new hot girls, so why not be the brand new
Well,
hot
and
podcast?
we want you to be the trendsetters, really.
Yeah,
I mean, you want to be
set
like,
that trend.
hey, we were there before everyone else was.
And
And
think
not
of-
only that, we will remember.
We will.
We will.
We will. She
We-
won't, but I might.
Well, I'll remember.
Well, write it
Well, that's
down.
true. I do have multi-dementia. Just saying.
Living in the zone.
But we will listen. We will remember, and we will be grateful.
Yeah.
And I think maybe
will.
next week we might be starting a little
Giveaway.
giveaway.
Yeah, if you write us a fun little comment, maybe
Yeah.
we'll read it. And if you give us a chuckle or a chortle or
Yeah.
a giggle, we might give you something.
That's right.
Yeah, we love to go. So that can be on TikTok. That can be on
Instagram. Uh-huh.
YouTube.
Could be on the YouTube.
Any of those. You can
Yeah.
find us at the Punching Judys on pretty much everything.
That's right.
Everything.
And you can write us if you want to get in direct contact with
At?
us. And you don't want everyone else to see what you're saying. You can write us at thepunchingJudys@gmail.com.
It's not a secret, but we're going to pretend that it is.
Oh, isn't it?
I don't know.
The way people write to us, you'd think it was a secret.
I mean, they tell us some weird things.
write to us.
Did you read that one email about...
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not talking
We
about that.
can't talk about that.
No.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
send us that.
But well, I kind of liked it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that was
you know.
for you then. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, I guess your birthday week's over. My birthday week's over.
We're older.
Yeah.
Another year has passed
That's
us,
right.
So.
Oh, wait. Did we tell him?
Yeah, we
Oh,
told 'em.
subscribe.
Yes, give us your
Please
love.
subscribe.
Subscribe, follow, give us your firstborn child,
to
sell
us.
your soul.
We love to.
all of the things.
Listen, we respond.
We do.
I love to go through the
we're
comments. I love to
we're
respond.
high responder.
We're very responsive.
We're first responders.
That's
even.
right.
Yeah.
That's
All
right.
right, girlie. Here
All
we
right.
go.
The time has come
to say goodnight. It's later than you think. Let's have some laughs and share some fun
and
toasted with some drinks. Until next time we have to say, whenever that may be, please do that thing we always ask, and please subscribe for free. All right, bye. Good night. See you later. Sayonara. Good morning. Good afternoon. I don't know when you're listening to this, but hopefully you are. Bye. My Golden Globe.